Ian Wallace is a professional dream psychologist and has analysed over 100,000 dreams throughout his career. He says exploring our dreams is the most powerful way to understand what we want out of life and how we can achieve it. So how you doing, Ian? All right?
I'm doing very well, Steve. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. And did you have a dream? Could you remember your dream from earlier this morning?
Yes, I could.
It will tell me what it was and I'll tell you what it means.
Okay, right. I was in a river,
Yeah.
in a rowing boat,
Right.
with a tiger.
It's about lack of control, loss of control and danger. No?
Close, Steve, but no cigar.
Well, analyse your own dream.
Okay, so in a river, anything to do with water is to do with the emotions. So it's a feeling of emotions and experience. I'm in a boat, so I'm navigating my way through my own experiences. And the tiger is always about independence and autonomy. So the dream is urging me to use my experience to be more independent.
That is brilliant, yeah, because sometimes I dream that I'm being chased by a tiger in my own home.
It's the same sort of thing, Tim. So if you're in your own home, the home always represents the self, and the tiger is about you wanting to be more independent. Being chased by a tiger, you're actually chasing yourself, and you're saying, Tim, you need to be more autonomous and a bit more independent in your waking life.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I think that's good advice, actually, from Ian. Okay, we're going to go to a phoner first of all. Lynn, how are you?
Hi.
Oh, you're not dreaming now, are you? You sound a bit sleepy. Go on, tell us about your dream, Lynn.
It's a recurring dream. I'm always walking through the foyer of a hotel. It's like I own the hotel or I'm running a hotel or something.
You're running a hotel.
Like a big Vegas-type hotel with a fake sky. But everyone that I go past is sort of happy to see me.
I've got in the notes here that the colours are quite vivid, lots of colours.
Oh, yeah, very colourful. And some people are in colourful tents.
Colourful tents?
Yeah.
What would they be
Some
doing?
people are in tents.
Yes.
Some people are in wooden chalets.
Yeah.
It's a massive hotel.
Yes, Lynn, what would they be doing with a tent inside a hotel?
I
mean,
don't know.
they're either staying in a hotel or they're camping, aren't they?
I know, well, they're camping inside the hotel.
Well, that's insane. OK, that's Lynn Murden in Chelmsford. Decipher that then, Ian Wallace.
Hi, Lynn, this is a fantastic dream you've been having. Anytime we dream about a building, we're dreaming about our own self, Lynn. So this is all about you. Usually people dream about their houses, but if you dream about a hotel, it's a place where you go temporarily. So what you're actually reflecting on, Lynn, is your own life. So all these people in the hotel, these are all part of your own self and your own talents and all the things you can do. And as the hotel gets bigger and bigger, that's just reflecting your life experience. So what it's saying to you, Lynn, is a lot of the time in your waking life, you spend your time looking after other people and making sure they're okay. But what the dream's telling you is that you've got this vast, wonderful potential inside you, and you need to spend more time in waking life looking after yourself rather than looking after other people.
Spend time looking after yourself, Lynn. That's the message.
Yeah, that's incredible.
OK, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ta-da.
Thanks.
Email from Mrs. Lou Manley. I often dream that I hear people bustling in my kitchen. When I go and check it out, I find two women in overalls taking everything out of the cupboards and sorting them into red, green and yellow boxes. They tell me not to interrupt them as it's very important to put the right thing in the right box. So now I get upset and say it's my kitchen, so they shouldn't be there, but they ignore me and they carry on.
When we dream about a house, we're dreaming about our own self.
Yeah.
And when we dream about the rooms in the house, we're dreaming about aspects of our own character. So when Lou's dreaming about her kitchen, she's actually dreaming about her ability to nurture people and look after her own self. So she hears people in her kitchen that shouldn't really be there. So it's like someone's telling her to look after herself in a particular way. When we dream about cupboards, we're dreaming about our own experience and memories. So Lou's got a particular way of looking after herself, and someone's come into her life and said, no, you can't look after yourself like this. You've got to follow this regime to make sure you're okay. And Lou's getting really upset at this because she doesn't want to follow these other people's instructions. She just wants to do what she's always done because she knows that it's best for her and it's best for her own body.
We're deciphering dreams here tonight with Ian Wallace, dream expert. Ian is a professional dream psychologist, and Ian's going to come on every few weeks and do your dreams, and this has been remarkably popular. I mean, we've got so much to get through. Why don't you do Megan Windle's email for us?
Yeah, I'd like to. This is a fascinating dream. It comes, as you say, from Megan Windle. She says, I recently had a dream which confused me a lot. In it, I was swimming in a bowl of cornflakes with a person I didn't know, although I did know his name. Now, I eventually got tired of swimming and decided to make an instrument out of the cornflakes. I made something that sounded like a horn, but it was shaped like a guitar. I've no idea what this means, says Megan. Good luck, Ian. What's that all about?
Yeah.
This is a great dream. When we dream about food, we're dreaming about how we fulfill ourselves, how we fill our own appetites, how we make sure we're okay. Swimming in a bowl of cornflakes, then it's really the milk that counts. Swimming in milk or bathing in milk used to be reserved for people who were royalty or very special, or perhaps romantically involved with a milkman.
No.
Was that a comedic aside?
It may have been.
We'll do the jokes.
Okay. You do the jokes, I'll do the dream.
Yeah.
Anyway, Megan's trying to look after herself and make sure she's okay and emotionally confident. But it's not working, so she needs to actually draw attention to herself, and that's why she makes the instrument out of the cornflakes. So she makes this thing that sounds like a horn, but it's shaped like a guitar. So she's trying to draw attention to her own needs and how she becomes emotionally fulfilled.
More dreams to come. Stay there. We'll be right back. Right, we're back here with Ian Wallace. He's a professional dream psychologist. He's analysed over 100,000 dreams, and the more he analyses, the more that number goes up.
Yeah, well over 100,000 now.
Clear up a couple of things for us, Ian. How long do dreams last on average?
They last between 15 to 20 minutes. They're quite short at the start of the night, but as the night progresses, at the end of our fifth dream cycle, it'll be about 20 minutes long.
And you know when you wake up from a dream which you really like, you're really enjoying that dream, and you wake up and you think, oh, I want to get back into that dream. Is it possible to go back to sleep and get back into the same dream again?
Yes, it is, Tim, and all you have to do is relax and not move. As soon as you start to move,
It's gone.
just even your pinky, the dream will go.
I'll try remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, you know, it's impossible for you to relax, so you're never going to get back in, are
You
you?
know me, I can never keep still.
Amanda Thomas, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Steve. How are you?
Yeah, we're all good, thank you. About a week and a half ago, you dreamt something about your husband, right?
I did. I had quite a bizarre dream, really, about my husband being heavily pregnant. We were in the hospital together.
Right.
He was kind of like a typical man. What a man would be if they did have babies, and he was moaning and groaning, and he was convinced that the baby was coming, and I was a bit sort of abrupt and saying, don't be so silly. And after several hours, a consultant came to examine him and said, oh no, you've got 4 more days to go, yeah? And I was just furious that we'd wasted all day at the hospital, and I was thinking, I knew you weren't, and I told you so, and it was very bizarre.
Let's hand it over to Ian. What does that say?
Hi, Amanda. This is actually quite a
Hello.
common dream that the husband is pregnant. And even though it's physiologically impossible, people dream this all the time, both men and women. When we dream that we're pregnant, whether man or woman, then there's some labour of love that we're working on. There's some plan or idea or project that we have that we're trying to produce, and it's just taken a while to do it. It's quite a laborious process. So this is maybe something that your husband's working on, but it's maybe something that you're working on, that you've got some idea that you're trying to bring to life. And you're getting quite frustrated because you think this is the time, this opportunity's come up for you and you can put your plans into action. But after consulting a few people and looking through things and examining all the details, you think, oh, there's still a bit of time to go. It might be 4 days, it might be 4 weeks, it might be 4 months before you can do this. And you get really frustrated because you've done all this work to make this stuff happen, and it's kind of a false alarm. So what the dream's saying to you is that you have this plan, you have this idea, and you will bring it to life, you will create what you want to create, but sometimes you just have to be a little bit patient with it.
That's wonderful.
I thought that might be about, now you're going to know what it's like, what us girls go through.
I thought that, yeah.
But it doesn't seem to be. Is that common in dreams? But Amanda, thank you very much, by the way.
Thank you.
Ta-ta, bye. So what do you say about that?
Dreams are a reflection of our own identity and our own needs. It's like we've got a projector on our forehead and we shine all this stuff out, and then we just see what's reflected back. So dreams are reflections, and that's why it seems to sometimes be the opposite of what is actually happening in the dream.
Yeah. So is falling all about climbing, and is being in the air all about being underwater? I mean, or is that too literal?
That is too literal, Steve. It's falling is about letting go. It's about relaxing.
Right.
And flying is about being free. So it's in the same area, but it's just a different aspect of the thing that's going on.
Gotcha. Okay, we're catching up. Let's do a last email from... Well, you do it. Go ahead, Tim.
Okay, we got it from Sarah Mainland. This is interesting. She says, Ian, I have a dream where I'm sailing the sea in a bathtub. The water is shark infested and dangerous, but I'm safe in the bath. Suddenly, though, the taps, they turn into snarling animals' mouths that bite at my feet. I struggle to get away from them, but I can't. Then I wake up in a panic. That's a nightmare, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, this is an amazing dream. This is a dream about emotional confidence. So any time that we dream that we're in water, we're thinking about our emotions and feelings. And being in a bath, we're very relaxed and comfortable. So Sarah's usually very relaxed and comfortable in her feelings, even though everything around her is full of danger, but she feels really safe. But when the taps open up, when she opens up to other people emotionally, then they start attacking her, it seems. So she's scared of opening up emotionally in case it gets out of control. So she just needs to be more confident in her emotions in waking life.
Wow, that's fantastic. Listen, thanks for coming in. And he'll be back on, Ian Wallace, in a few weeks' time. So many people have said, oh, you've got Ian Wallace coming on. Can you ask him this? Can you ask him that? So tell us why we sometimes dream about people we knew 30, 40 years ago, and they're all mixed in with the people that we might know now, along with strangers who we seem to know but we've never met. Complicated question, go.
Okay, when we dream about people, we're actually dreaming about aspects of our own identity. So the people from 20 or 30 years ago are people's qualities who we really admired 20 or 30 years ago, and we're realising those qualities are becoming more apparent in ourselves. When we dream about people from the present day, those are the qualities being represented by our own self. And we also make up people. We create characters that we don't know but appear to know in dreams, because we're just trying out these aspects of our own identity and seeing how they'd work in our waking lives.
Can we dream a solution to a problem?
Yes, we can. That's how Einstein came up with the theory of relativity. That's how Frederick Kekulé discovered benzene. That's how Niels Bohr discovered the atomic structure, was all through dreaming.
I think you'll find also some of the greatest songs ever written were dreamt, certainly, weren't they? Some of the lyrics.
Yesterday by Paul McCartney, the most popular song ever. I believe that's your area.
It is. That's a factoid.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's all fascinating. Can we prepare any material in our own head? Say we want to dream about, I don't know, our childhood. Can we prepare that in our head before going to bed?
Yes, we can. Just before we go to sleep, as our head hits the pillow, all you need to say to yourself is, tonight I will dream about some aspect of my childhood. And maybe just think of your old primary school or an old school friend, and that will plant the seed of a dream.
Okay. Ian Wallace will return. Thank you very much, Ian. We'll see you next time.